What happened to all those unwritten childhood rules we once followed without question? The rules our parents, teachers, and nosy neighbors enforced long before health and safety clipboards took over the playground. Some were strict, some were hilarious, and a few, well, would probably get a parent-teacher meeting scheduled within minutes today. If you enjoy rediscovering the Britain we grew up in, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more. So let's open the school gates, dust off the chalkboard, and remember 20 British childhood rules that would outrage parents today. Number 1. Be home when the street lights come on. No earlier, no later. This was the ultimate childhood curfew, enforced without watches, phones, or negotiations. You learned to judge daylight like a farmer, sprinting home the moment the glow flickered on. Miss it by a minute, and you'd face consequences worthy of a court-martial. Today's parents would faint. Number 2. Finish everything on your plate, even if it was cold, lumpy, or suspiciously grey. Meals weren't optional, and tastes didn't matter. If it landed on your plate, it was going in your stomach, eventually. You would sit there until every pea was gone, often under the watchful gaze of someone insisting that others would be grateful for it. Modern parents would call it culinary warfare. Number 3. No wearing coats in the house. You will never feel the benefit. British parents treated coat warmth like a magical resource that could not be wasted. Only be activated outdoors. Put it on too early and you'd be met with sheer outrage. The rule made no sense then and makes even less sense now, yet every household enforced it with absolute conviction. Number 4. Sit still and be silent when adults were talking. Children weren't part of conversations. They were background decoration. You learned to perch on the edge. You sat on a piece of furniture like a polite statue while adults discussed things you did not understand. Even a wriggle earned a sharp look. Today, this would be considered emotional suppression of Olympic standards. Number 5. You must say, please, thank you, and sorry, even when it was not your fault. Manners were the currency of childhood, and you paid constantly. Drop something? Sorry. Someone bumps into you? Number 6. You eat what everyone else eats. No special meals. If the family had shepherd's pie, you had shepherd's pie. End of discussion. No allergies, intolerances, or alternatives were acknowledged unless you were turning blue. You learned to swallow vegetables you couldn't name and flavors you couldn't describe. Today's custom menus would have seemed like royal indulgence. Number 7. If you fall over, you get told to walk it off. Pain wasn't an emergency. It was an inconvenience. Unless you were missing a limb, you were expected to carry on with impressive stoicism. A quick rub of the ankle and being told you're fine cured everything. Now, parents would rush in with ice packs, forms, and emotional support. Number 8. You answer the landline like a receptionist, no matter your age. The phone was sacred technology, and children were trained to answer it with full professionalism. Good afternoon, Smith residents. How may I help? Even if you were 7. Getting the caller wrong brought shame. Modern kids barely know what a ringtone sounds like, let alone phone etiquette. Number 9. You write thank you letters for every birthday or Christmas gift. Not a text, not a call, a handwritten letter. You sat at the table, tongue slightly out, crafting polite gratitude for presents you did not even like. Parents reviewed them like editors. It taught discipline, handwriting, and guilt. Today, this tradition would spark debates about child labor. Number 10. You go outside to play, rain or shine. Being indoors was wasting the day. Bad weather didn't exist, only bad attitudes. You were shoved outside with instructions to get some fresh air, regardless of temperature or precipitation. Mud, drizzle house, and icy winds were considered character building. Now, parents plan outdoor time with apps, ultraviolet warnings, and backup shelters. Back then, you just went. Number 11. Everyone takes turns on the one TV in the house. No arguments. With a single TV for the whole family. Viewing time was an exercise in diplomacy. You waited your turn, watched whatever was chosen, and dared not complain. Whether it was the news, the weather, or a program you hated, you endured it. Today's multi-screen households would collapse. Number 12. If a neighbor scolded you, you accepted it. They had full authority. Neighbors weren't just neighbors, they were auxiliary parents. If you misbehaved within a 3-street radius, someone's mum would correct you, and you'd thank her for it. Reporting you to your actual mother was optional but likely. Today, this would cause complaints. Back then, it kept everyone in line. Number 13. You weren't allowed to say you were bored. Ever. Announcing boredom was practically a declaration of laziness. The moment you said it, chores materialized like magic. Dusting, tidying, anything to cure your boredom. You learned quickly to entertain yourself with sticks and imagination. Today, parents schedule creative downtime. Back then, silence was safer. Number 14. Homework first, fun later. No negotiations. Fun was a privilege, not a starting point. The moment you got home, with bags still on your shoulders, you were marched to the table. To finish your homework. Only when every page was complete could you go outside. Today's flexible study routines would have been considered utter chaos. Number 15. Bedtimes were strict, even in summer when it was still light. Nothing felt more unjust than being forced to bed while sunlight poured through the curtains and other kids still played outside. But rules were rules. Clocks, not daylight, dictated bedtime. You lay there listening to laughter outside, building character or resentment. Modern kids would revolt instantly. Number 16. No snacks before tea. Parents would say you will spoil your appetite. You could be starving, faint, or moments from collapse, and still the answer was no. Snacks were forbidden territory until the evening meal. Biscuits were guarded like national treasures. Today's snack every hour culture would horrify old school parents who believed hunger built patience and proper eaters. Number 17. Sharing wasn't optional, it was mandatory. Whether it was toys, sweets, or your own birthday present, sharing was expected. Refusing made you look selfish and guaranteed a lecture. You learned the art of dividing everything into perfectly fair halves. Now, parents gently encourage sharing. Back then, it was a household law. Number 18. You wore whatever clothes were handed down. Style. Not guaranteed. Fashion wasn't a concern. Practicality was. You wore what older siblings, cousins, or neighbors outgrew, whether it fit your taste or not. Mismatched patterns and slightly too big jumpers were standard. Today's personalized wardrobes would seem wildly indulgent to families who lived by the hand-me-down economy. Number 19. One treat a week, usually on a Saturday. Saturday was sacred, the day of. The weekly sweet ration. You waited all week for that single bag of pick and mix or a chocolate bar. No random treats, no daily snacks, just anticipation. Modern kids, swimming in snacks, would riot at such austerity. Back then, it made treats magical. Number 20. If you misbehaved in public, the entire room was allowed to glare at you, and you apologized to everyone. Public mischief triggered a chorus of disapproving adults. Strangers stared, tutted, and offered unsolicited wisdom. Your parent would make you apologize to every witness, ensuring maximum humiliation. Today, people mind their own business. Back then, society raised children collectively and loudly. And there they are, 20 childhood rules that shaped us, scolded us, and somehow made us who we are. If this brought back memories, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more trips into the Britain we grew up in.